back to my channel. I hope you guys like this makeup look that I am currently wearing because today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look. I really wanted to sit down and film a colorful summer makeup look. I know that I told you guys in my last video that I was going to do some color, and I ended up doing like a basic pink smoky eye. And when I was editing that video, I'm like, Nelly, like you can do so much better with color. I was super inspired by this picture that I saw on Pinterest. I loved it. I thought it was super fun for summer and I wanted to film it for you guys. So if you want to see how I achieved this colorful summer makeup look, definitely go ahead and keep on watching.
Alrighty, so we are starting off with a clean face and we're just gonna get straight into work. So I am taking a concealer and I am going to apply this all over the lid and blend it out using a sponge, and this is going to be our eyeshadow primer. Taking the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, I am going to take this pinky brownie shade and I am going to work this in the crease, and this is going to be my transition shade. Feel free to use any color, you can even use your bronzer. I wanted the crease to just be a little bit warmer, so I am going back into that palette and picking up the shade G Money, which has a little bit more of a caramel tone to it, and I am going to place this in the crease, but I'm going to keep it a little bit lower than that first transition shade. For the lid color, I am going in with the new Revlon and Wonder Woman palette. I'm taking the blue shade and I am just going to pack this all over the entire eyelid using a flat brush to avoid any fallout. I was blown away by the pigmentation and the formula of this product, and it's super affordable. Definitely a 10 out of 10. We didn't have a ton of fallout, but just in case, I always like to go in with a makeup wipe and I wipe off the inner and outer corners to make sure we have a clean canvas for when we go in with foundation. I'm lining my waterline using a Makeup Geek teal eyeliner. Of course, this is a little bit more out there. If you don't have this color, you can do a black or a nude color. I just personally loved how this color just tied in the whole look together. Alright, so we're going to start working in the lower lash line. So to do that, I am first going to be taking a concealer that's very similar to my skin tone. This one is the CoverGirl True Blend, and I'm going to apply it under the eyes, and I'm also applying it under any little blemishes, over any little blemishes that I may have, and I'm going to blend that out just using a sponge. Now that we have the base under our eyes, I'm going to be taking the purple shade that's in the Wonder Woman palette, and I'm just going to begin to apply this to my lower lash line. I'm taking a little bit of color at a time and then just adding color as I go. To make the lower lash line a little bit more sultry and smoky, I am going to taking the pink shade that's in the palette with a pencil brush, and I am just going to smoke this in the lower lash line and really just blend in that purple and pink together. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the skin. For foundation, I am taking a mixture of the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation and the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I am just going to mix the two, and I'm just going to be blending that out first using a brush. This one is from Hourglass. It is the foundation brush that they sell with their Vanish Stick Foundation, but once I have it blended out with the brush, I do like to go in with the beauty blender and really push that product into the skin. Moving on to concealer, I am taking the Il Makiage Bleep and Flawless Concealer. I have been obsessed with this concealer. The formula and coverage is everything. I am taking this under the eyes, down the center of the nose, chin, and up in the forehead. I am first going to be blending that out using a brush. You also want to make sure to be very careful with your under eye makeup. You don't want to disturb what we have already created, so be very careful. Once you have it almost blended out with the brush, then you want to just go ahead and take your beauty sponge and just further push that product and blend that into the skin. I'm not blending out the nose highlight quite yet. That way we can do a little bit of reverse contouring, so blend that out after you contour. To cream contour, as always, I am taking my Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the shade Warm Almond. I like to apply it to my hand first, and then I go in with the brush and apply that to the skin. So I am applying it on the hollows of the cheek in the forehead, around the temple area, and then whatever is left on the back of my hand, then I will apply that to the jawline. Once I again have it almost blended out with brush, I'm going to take my beauty sponge and just really push that into the skin. And once that's done, then now is when you want to go ahead and blend out that nose highlight, and you will see how it's going to give you the most beautiful natural nose contour. I'm going to begin to set everything into place. I am first taking the Ofra Translucent Powder in Light. Love this powder because it has a pink undertone, so it's really going to make my under eyes nice and bright. I am taking the powder with my damp sponge, and I am just going to set the face first. I'm really pushing that powder in to the areas where I applied concealer. We are not baking, we are first going to set, so make sure to really push that product into the skin. To set the rest of the skin, I am taking the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder in the shade Medium. This powder has just transformed my skin. I love this powder. And I'm taking a powder puff, and I am just going to set the rest of the skin, really push it in there, and make sure that you do not apply this under your eyes. You just want to set the rest of the skin. Now that the skin is nice and set, then you want to bake. I am taking the Ofra powder once again, and I am going to bake the areas where we previously highlighted. To bronze up the skin, I am taking this Ofra foundation powder. It is technically a foundation, but I love the consistency for highlighting. It is in the shade 037, and I am just going to apply this on the areas where we cream contoured, and I'm also going to use this powder to contour the sides of the nose. Once I'm done bronzing, I'm going to take a little bit more powder and just bake the bottom half of my face. My face is baking. This is a time that I take to go back up to the eyes and just finish off with some lashes. I touch up my eyeliner, I do my mascara, and of course I apply some falsies. I am using the Kiss lashes in Pompadour. Now that the eyes are completed, you can go ahead and wipe off the bake from your under eyes, center of the forehead, and from your nose. Don't wipe off the bottom half just yet. For blush, I am taking this peachy pinky shade from KKW Beauty. I don't remember the name, but of course it will be linked down in the description. And I am going to take this and I am going to apply it to the apples of the cheek. I really like this color because it's not too pink and it's not too peach. It is perfect. And then I'm going to be taking a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to begin to buff away that powder that we had baking on the bottom half of our skin. Also, let me know if you want me to do an updated foundation routine, because my routine has changed quite a bit. Going back into the Wonder Woman palette, I am going to take the big highlighting shade, and I am going to apply this on the tip of the nose, down the bridge of the nose, and I'm also going to be applying this in the inner corner of the eyes. And of course you can use it all over your face, but you guys know I prefer more of a matte skin. For the lips, I am going to be taking the Kylie lip liner in the shade Caramel, and I am going to be lining the lips and filling in my lips with this shade. I want a really nice orangey nudie color. And then to fill in the lips, I am taking the Marc Jacobs liquid lipstick in the shade Yours Truly. It's a beautiful, again, orangey nudie shade. And then I'm going to top it off with the Fortune Cookie Gloss by NYX Cosmetics. I'm going to let my hair down, go style it, and then I'll show you guys a final look.
Alright guys, so this is going to complete today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know it's a little bit more out there. It's definitely a little bit more colorful than maybe some of you guys are used to wearing, but I think it's really beautiful, and I still think it's a wearable, colorful look. Whenever I sit down to kind of brainstorm ideas for YouTube, I always try to keep in mind makeup looks that are going to be beautiful, easy, and still wearable for like the average everyday working woman or mom. I mean, this is definitely not something I would wear to work, but it's still nice and wearable for like a fun night out, or just if you want to be a little bit saucy with your makeup. I think this is really pretty, especially now for the summer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on those post notifications by clicking on the bell so that you can get notified every single time I upload. I upload every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.